picture we just saw? Oh, it's Celeste getting burned alive. I wonder if it's gonna get epic tonight. We just saw some random person burn. I should take a close look at the body one more time. Watch yourself, Mukuro.
Yeah.
She may be dead, but she's still a girl. Don't worry. I don't plan on touching the body all that much. I'm not Kyoko after all. Let's investigate the body. Oh my. Ew. What do we all have to investigate? Oh, there's a lot. What the heck is this? Is it a USB? That looks like a long USB drive though. There's something next to the body. It's a key? Is it what Kyoko took from Monokuma? I don't think this is Kyoko. But what did you steal? I stole this. That's a total different key than what she stole. What the heck, Makoto? But looking at it, I could tell it wasn't just any key. It was shaped like Monokuma. It was probably the only key of its kind on Earth. That's right. The key she stole was shaped like Monokuma. This isn't anything like that. Then this key is... Yeah, what is it? What is it? Did you find something? Yeah, this was on the ground near the body. Yes, yes. I've never seen this key before. What could it possibly go to? Makoto, I'm going to give you a very important task. Huh?
I see.
That key might give you access to certain areas we thought were locked. You mean
So in other words,
the biolab, the data center, the headmaster's room, the dorm rooms on the second floor. It's in your hands. So I'm the errand boy now? No, we're the discovery boy. Gordon Ramsay would hate it. He hates the raw. When I went to insert the key I found in the garden into the keyhole, the key isn't even... Dang it! Which means the key doesn't go to this room. Dang it! The biolab looked so cool.
Dang it, we'll never see all the raw footage.
Click! Oh! It fits. Then this key is to the data center. I'd managed to unlock the data center. I guess all that's running around paid off. I have to go tell everyone else. I immediately headed back to the garden. So you're back. How'd it go? I found it. I found which room the key goes to. It's the data center down on the 4th floor. Then we can get into the data center now? Interesting. But why did the now deceased have that key on them? I suppose we'll just have to go to the data center and find out. Yeah, I think you're right. What if that's where they took all the stuff from that secret room? You know how everything disappeared from the secret room? Here we are. Looks like the door is still unlocked. Hey, so when you open that door, there's not going to be another huge kaboom like before, right? You're asking that question now? Don't worry, we have Makoto. What?
in other words,
It's in your hands. Again? It means I trust you. What? I never thought I would see the day where Byakuya trusts Makoto. That's an absolute lie. I'm just being used.
Nice.
Oh, so he doesn't trust me. I'm just being used?
Darkness.
Dang, I totally believed him. I reach out and pull my hand on the door. I'm scared to see what's here. I close my eyes and try to clear my mind. With a silent prayer, I slowly open the door. After what we saw happen in that classroom, I don't... Oh, dark music. That's not a good sign. It's not a good sign. Oh, hello, Dawn. Nothing happened. After making sure I was still alive, I slowly opened my eyes. Oh! Whoa! It's all the cameras! In a word, the room was strange. This is where all the Wow!
Wow.
I mean, all the rooms till now were strange, but this room had a special kind of strangeness. Oh, snap. It wasn't a surface sphere like the rest of the school. Here the fear was lurking beneath the surface. The room was filled with that kind of dread. Hey, that's... Hiro extended a trembling hand and pointed. Look at all those monitors on the wall. Look what they're shadowing. Look what they're showing. They're showing all the rooms. Each monitor displayed different sections of the school. The dorms, the classrooms, every part of the school was covered. This is...
What?
It's the direct feed from every single surveillance camera. Us as a detective now. Whenever we play Danganronpa, she's our detective. I know this room is cool. Oh! All the cameras in the school feed back into this room. And they're displayed here on these monitors.
So that's it.
So the sole purpose of this room is to watch us. To watch us? Then this room is
It's all clear now.
the Mastermind's private room, without a doubt. The Mastermind's room. It even has Monokuma on the freaking door. I guess that makes sense. Yeah. You wanna have one like that in my house? All like the Monokuma door or the cameras? I'm guessing the Monokuma door. So the Mastermind was here, watching us this whole freaking time.
Back there.
Then I think this settles it, huh? The body in the garden. If they had the key to this room, it can only mean one thing. That was the body of Mukuro Ikusaba, and she was the mastermind.
In the school. Watch out for her.
Then the mastermind is dead. Really dead? It would seem so. For serious? It's too bad they had to go and die before Master could kill him himself. Toko, you're so annoying. Annoying till the end. Could that really be true? Does that mean it's all over? Because I mean that body. I don't think it's over. I think this is just still some sort of plan that the true mastermind has. Whatever happened, they obviously didn't die of a natural death, obviously. There's a knife through them. So who was it that? What did it say? But if that mastermind really is dead, that means we can finally get out of this, please.
How about that?
We gotta hurry up and find the exit. Come on. No, we have to check this area thoroughly first, huh? But what about the exit? If the mastermind truly is dead, we can leave whenever we decide to. But right now, we need to find out why the mastermind set up this life or death game in the first place. And I'm bothered by the fact that mastermind was obviously murdered. But murdered? So you think so too, huh?
Naturally.
The state of the corpse makes it plain as day. There is absolutely no doubt. The mastermind was murdered. Why is it gotta be that way? I mean, who could have even done it?
Ignorant.
That's exactly why I said we need to investigate the purpose and identity of the mastermind. Now do you understand, you useless insect? You're banned from talking to Master ever again. Annoying, annoying. Mastermind's purpose and why they were killed. This room may very well hold the answer to those questions. After all, the mastermind must have spent who knows how much time here. Okay then, let's begin our search. It's time to uncover the identity of the masterminds. Okay. There's a bunch of computers lined up. They look high-performance PCs. Nothing like the ancient laptop alter ego was installed on. They're all on, but they seem to be locked. So what? We can't do anything? Just use your fighting spirit to force your way in. What century are you
I'm
from?
Mom and your aunt.
The mastermind must have been using these to monitor the network and alter ego. You may well be right about that.
What?
But there's no point in thinking about it now. You're right.
The more glasses, the more IQ, yes.
Okay. Why is there a map? There's really a ridiculous number of monitors here. And the mastermind's using them all to spy on us. As long as I have this, huh? Look at Master go. It's like a feast for the eyes. What? Can you stop? Just simply stop? This door is kind of creepy. It's got a picture of Monokuma on it. What could be inside? No luck. The door is locked, huh? What if you use the key to open this room? Let's give it a try just in case. Dang it! Nope, no good. It wouldn't even fit in the keyhole. Oh. Well, don't worry about it. Everything's fine. The mastermind's dead, right? So nothing's gonna happen to us. Yeah, I guess you're right. I can't stop thinking about the door with Monokuma's picture on it. But worrying about it isn't gonna do me any good. Hina's right. The mastermind's gone, so there's nothing to be afraid of anymore. I feel like it's not gone. Master's going around all this stuff. It's like all you can watch buffet. Can you shut up? I mean, I want to know why they were killed as much as the next guy, but I also really want to get out of here. Jeez, I can't believe how many monitors there are. My eyes are flickering as fast as they are. Are what? Yeah. Why was the mastermind murdered? To figure that out, we need to find out the identity and purpose of the mastermind. Okay, what else can I scan around here? I can look at this. There's nothing showing up on this one, huh? Hey, look, next to that TV. Isn't that a TV antenna? It is! It's just like the one my grandma uses. It's totally one of those high-def antennas. Wait, so if we hook up that antenna, we could watch TV? Huh? Did someone say TV? Well, Saturday morning Hina's here. Are you talking about me?
Okay.
Anyway, if we watch TV, let's do it. Come on. You're all starved for info from the inside world, huh? Alright, let me work my magic and you'll be quantum leaping your way to TV land before you know it. I mean, I get the reference, but what's he talking about?
You know?
Oh. What's wrong? Good news for all of you Saturday morning kiddies out there. I think I got the TV working. Really? Now all we gotta do is switch it on. Then do it. Frickin' idiot mastermind. All you guys need to do is cut free from the regrets of the outside world. And they're sitting here watching TV the whole time. They really thought we could get away with it. I'm afraid what's gonna come up on the TV. I'm afraid.
Huh?
I'm about to get the chills. Huh? It's the feed coming from the surveillance camera monitoring this room, isn't it? Guys, I don't think the mastermind is dead.
What the heck?
Everybody's like, huh? That's weird.
Come on.
Hey, what are you doing?
Huh?
That's really weird. You're weird. Weird in every way possible. And not just weird, super weird. But this TV isn't hooked up to anything but the antenna. The mastermind of the mastermind. So how is it showing the camera feed?
Well,
Did you try changing the channel? Oh, good idea. Let's give that a try. Hito went through each channel one by one. But on every channel, it was just us. I feel like we're allowing the mastermind to see us right now. It was a live feed of us standing there in the data center.
What the heck?
Is it broken or something? No, there must be some kind of trick. Some weird setup. A trick? What kind of trick?
Actually,
I'm not sure, but... Huh? Huh? What? 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 Been a while, you frickin' idiots. Monokuma? How? You're supposed to be dead. Me dead? Don't be frickin' stupid.
remember they took him apart.
I'm sure there's multiple Monokumas or something like that. Hey, you're acting kind of strange. Something seems different. Because Monokuma probably is different. Of course I'm different. Evolution is perfectly natural. After all, I've been hibernating for 2 years already. Not even. It's been like half a day at most. How are you alive again? Oh yeah, that's it. The look on your faces right now is sublime. That's what I wanted to see, the moment you went from hope to despair. Don't tell me you're pretending to be dead, all for this moment. Why would a bear pretend to be dead? You're the ones who should pretend to be dead when you see a bear. I mean, that's totally laughable. It makes me laugh. I'm gonna laugh now. Reminds you of the the Bitmoji TV thing.
Well now.
And that's that. Well, it's almost time to cut off your past, so full of hope, and begin to despair at the future ahead of you. Yeah, total sense. I want you to all have way more fun in this killing game. You can't be serious. We have to keep going. No, we're supposed to get out of here. Get out of here? Are you still obsessed with getting out of here? How do you not get it? There is no getting out of here. And besides, this life isn't all bad, you know? I mean, there's stuff you won't like about life no matter where you are. Are you so serious? This place is the worst. If it's the worst, does that mean you're in despair?
Well now.
Woo, I'm pooped from all that laughing. I guess I'll just get to the point now. The point?
Hey.
You guys really struck gold when you found that TV. Yes, indeed. That TV is an essential part of your school life here.
What?
I knew it was hiding a secret of some kind, but I connected to the antenna, so why is it just showing the surveillance feed? I'm pretty sure, I wonder if that specific camera shows exactly where we are, because like for someone to watch all of those TVs and keep track of everyone's impossible, but that one monitor keeps track of where we're at. I don't know. Look how attentive they are now. Well then, I'm gonna let you in on a blood-gushing secret and tell you about it. That TV is absolutely without a doubt displaying the signal coming from it on the antenna. Huh? But what does that mean? It's displayed the signal, but it's just us standing here. Oh, you're so stupid. Don't you get it? Fine, I'll just tell you. This killing game is being broadcasted live to the entire world, the most popular thing on TV. What? Is that true? What? Wow, plot twist. This killing game is being broadcasted live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV. It doesn't matter how many times he says it. I don't know what it's supposed to mean. Knew it was hiding a secret. And yeah, you did nothing. Yeah. I mean, even if I understood the words, I'm not sure I'd understand the deeper meaning. Well, what? Broadcast live to the entire world? What kind of bad joke is this? It can't be. Have they taken over the airwaves somehow? The camera feed is being broadcast? No way, that's impossible. That's kind of overconfidence is a major weakness in your crisis management system. You know what? You know that? All you need is one weird trick that I found, and hijacking the airwaves is easy mode. Are you being serious right now? Of course. I heard a kind of creaking, but the sound was coming from my own mind. Like a boat tossing in the ocean, my mind had begun to creak and groan. Everything has a meaning, you know. All kinds of hints I gave you, all those tantalizing tidbits about the school's mysteries. Even me luring you here right now. Why would I do any of that without a reason? It was all for my captive audience to show them true despair like they'd never seen before. I became the director of despair-based production. This is the ultimate reality show, the best in despair entertainment. You're lying. If this was just on the TV, the police and everyone would be going crazy. Yeah, there's no way they wouldn't have tried to come and rescue us. What if they already did? Huh? But then again, it's not really any of their business, right? Sure, some people might yell at their TV to try to warn you, and I mean, but who would actually come here to help? Do you think that's possible? I don't really know personally, though. So, whatever.
This can't be.
But to take control of all communications like that, you need an astronomical amount of resources. Yep. So, how could things have come this far? Well, that's a secret. There's something you all need to do first, remember? What? Yeah, duh. There's the little business of...
A body has been discovered.
Oh no, is my girl Kyoko gonna get murdered? I mean, is she gonna get executed? Because I'm pretty sure she killed them. Class trial, do you mean? Wow, that's a lot of poo-hoos. I'll leave the next Monokuma file right here. Everyone, give it all you've got, okay? Let's stay positive. Yeah, let's do it. Because I feel like it's too obvious if Kyoko did it, you know? She's the only one who's gone. So it has to be someone else, right? Has to be. Okay, things are going to get pretty crazy from here on out. You're in for a heck of a ride. Oh, great.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
And then he was gone. Reality was incomprehensible, the truth hopelessly out of reach. All we were left with was despair. We stood there for I don't know how long, frozen in space. In place, not in space. I couldn't think. It took everything I had just to keep myself standing upright. I don't understand any of this. What's despair entertainment? And how is he still alive?
I'm sick of this.
I thought that finally, we could get out of here. And plus, what did he say about the class trial? Well, that part's obvious. The class trial is the class trial. Duh. Aw, hearts. Cute. What it means is that at this point, we have to figure out who the culprit is. Figure out who killed Kyoko. I don't think Kyoko died. I don't think it's her. Have we ever seen that girl have those nails? I don't think so. I don't think Kyoko would have those nails. You know? When she's like, inspecting bodies, like she's gonna have those long nails and stuff. I don't think so. I don't think so. It would be a problem. She is alive. I'm like, that's one thing I've been set on. What
the heck?
What are you talking about? I thought Mukuro Ikusaba was the one who died. The victim was female, right? Kyoko certainly fulfills that condition. Like she's the only female ever. And if Monokuma is still alive and active, that means that the most mastermind, Mukuro Ikusaba, isn't dead. Or Mukuro Ikusaba isn't totally the mastermind, or the person who died was not Kyoko or Mukuro Ikusaba at all. We don't know. How come Byakuya's jumping to conclusions out of anybody? That is sus and too sus. So naturally, that body can't belong to her, so it must be Kyoko. There's no other possibility. I don't think it's Kyoko. The body is Kyoko's? Kyoko's been murdered? No, it's not possible because I don't know anything about her yet. I don't even know who she really is. To have it end like this, they can't have it ended like that. I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it. Whether you believe it or not doesn't matter. The truth is the truth. If you refuse to believe, it's your responsibility to uncover the truth for yourself. Myself? Anyway, we'd better begin. But if we're gonna have a class trial, then that means the killer.
Right.
Correct. It must be someone participating in our school life. Wait, so you're saying one of us killed Kyoko? Well, that's not precisely what I'm saying, no. Huh? But you just said...
Stop talking.
I don't have time to explain now. There is a veritable mountain of issues I need to confirm. So I'm going to begin my search. If you value your lives, you'll put everything you have into this. That is how this game works after all. Whoa! Whoa, we got a banger! Well, I'd better start by checking out the Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. So even the Monokuma file didn't tell us who the victim actually was. The unidentified body, could it really be Kyoko, or... I have no choice. I have to investigate. I have to uncover the truth for myself. No matter what, I have to find out what happened, or we're all dead. I need to go back to the scene of the crime, back to the garden. With this banger, yes! Okay, time to get started. I need to check anywhere that may be important from one end to the other. I just need to do what I always do. I am the crime-solving machine. These look like fragments of something. They're all burnt, so I can't really be sure, but I feel like I've seen something like it before, but where? Wait, was it there? I'll have to double check that later. There's a knife laying on the ground. Is this... It must be the knife that was stuck in the body before it exploded. The force of explosion must have thrown it over here. The Monokuma file had the knife went all the way through the body from front to back. Does that mean this knife was the cause the fatal injury? Either way, that knife, it looks really familiar. Wait, is this? Yes, it is. That's it. It's the knife the person was holding. This is really weird. There are just too many strange coincidences. New banger hype, yeah, in action. Whoever the person in the mask was that attacked me last night, they were holding that knife. And that same knife was used to stab the same masked attacker we found here. So maybe this masked person got stabbed because when they attacked, I was in a kind of trance. Maybe I reacted by grabbing the knife. And then maybe no, Mokoto, no, you're going too far. And if this is really Kyoko, oh crap, I have the audio going on. But why the mask? I mean, how could Kyoko fit all that hair inside the mask? Yeah, I mean, hello. I just don't know. I don't remember anything clearly from last night. No, it can't be. There's no way. A banger, yeah. There's something weird about the body's fingernails. Oh, these are fake nails. They're really long. They seem like they'd get in the way of normal activity. Exactly! And Kyoko, the one who's investigating the most and stuff, why would she have nails that would obstruct what she's doing? Why would she obstruct her work? That's my theory. They seem like they'd get in the way of normal activity. There's also something on the back of her right hand. Is this a tattoo? It got burned, so I can't make it out the whole thing, but it looks like a picture of a dog or something. I've never seen anything like that before, and I'm sure we would have noticed it on Kyoko before. The upper half of the body got set on fire in the explosion, so it's totally black, and also the top half of the body is wet because I splashed water. That's because it got set on fire and I threw water on it. Since I only threw water on the part that was on fire, the top half and bottom half is still dry. In other words, there's nothing strange about the top half being wet. Nothing strange. There isn't, right? Let me lower it. There we go. The white jacket the victim was wearing got totally burnt up. There's only one little piece left. The lower half of the body didn't get wet at all. After the body blew up, the top half got set on fire, so I dumped the bucket of water on it, which explains why the bottom half isn't wet. There's nothing strange about that, right? Good timing, Makoto. I want to talk to you. What do you want to talk about?
So in other words,
I'd like to hear your alibi. Alibi? Correct. I'd love to hear where you were after nighttime began last night. Well, I was sick, so I was asleep all night. But why are you asking about that now? And what's nighttime got to do with it? Oz, what are you doing now?
I'm not doing anything.
Oh my goodness. Isn't it obvious that this murder took place after nighttime? How can you know with that for sure? Because just after nighttime began, I came to the garden. I was going around looking for everyone so I could tell them about Monokuma. Hiro's been spending most of his time in the garden the last few days, so I figured he'd be here. And I can confirm that when I arrived last night, there was nobody here. So the murder could only have taken place at some point during nighttime after I left the garden. After you left the garden, huh? What's your... I don't think you have a very good alibi, sir. However, Toko, Hiro, Hina, and I were in the gym together the entire night last night. Oh, I guess that's your alibi. What? Once I found Hiro in the garden, we immediately went to Toko and Hina's rooms to get them. And at that point, we all went to the gym and began dismantling Monokuma. As a precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. In other words, all four of us have airtight alibis. The only ones who don't have alibis are me and Kyoko.
that's right.
And if the victim really is Kyoko, then I'm the only one without an alibi. Also, then we went to go get Hina and Toko. We stopped by your room as well. But you never came to the door, so where precisely were you? I'm telling the truth, I was in my room, but I was dead asleep. I had a fever, so that's hardly an alibi, I know. So, what now? You seem to be at quite the disadvantage here. I'm the only one without an alibi. That's really bad, isn't it? Really bad. It's 11 o'clock right now. Okay, and? Oh, well, I was just thinking about when we first found the body. When the body was found, huh? I look back at what I did this morning to help me remember what that was. Monokuma's announcement woke me up at 7 o'clock as usual. I headed up for the dining hall pretty soon. Once I got there, I met up with Hina. That was right around 7:30. Then I headed to the gym where everyone else was waiting. Next, Toko went to go get the pickaxe, and that's when she found the body. What time was it then? Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot now. That's right. It had to have been around 9 o'clock. Ah, now that you mention it, I think you're right. So I think we can say for sure that the body was found at 9 a.m. Okay, my job's done. That's a pretty small job. Listen, Makoto, do you remember how the body looked, before it blew up? If I remember right, it was wearing some kind of mask and a big white coat. Also, there was a knife sticking out of the stomach, and the area around it was stained with blood. Apparently, the wound had stopped bleeding, but the blood on the body was still wet. Byakuya said not to touch it to avoid getting all bloody. But for how much blood there was on the body, I didn't see any on the ground around it.
Okay.
Which is sus. Wow. Thanks, that was a big help. Now that you explained it, I really remember how it looked. Well, having to talk about it like that helps me remember it a lot better too, so thank you too. So, who does that body belong to? Whoever it is, I'm not gonna look. I don't want to faint anymore. Oh no, it's just chickens. 4 chickens!
Yep.
What's going on, Makoto? Oh, I'm glad you're here.
What happened to
Listen,
chicken?
do you remember how many chickens there were in here? Of course, there were precisely 5. Yeah, right? Huh? What's wrong? Someone killed a freaking chicken.
frickin' chicken.
There's only 4 chickens here now. We're 1 short. Who killed the chicken? Let's have a class trial. Huh? Ah! That's so weird. I wondered when it disappeared.
But
I was down here just
I
before
lied.
nighttime last night, and there were definitely 5 chickens then.
what?
What are we gonna do? Going from 5 to 4 is gonna be an impact on the structure of the world.
Conspiracy!
It's like a jigsaw puzzle. If even a single piece disappears, the entire world will remain unfinished. I did my best to ignore Hiro and focus on the problem at hand. Why did one of the chickens disappear? Could it be related to the case? It has to be. Is this a tarp? Wait, was there a tarp in here before? I should probably look into that. It could be related to the case. The top is wet and covered with mud and grime, but the underside is totally clean and completely dry. One side of that tarp is wet and dirty. There's something about that bothers me. This is the panel of controls. Huh, hold on. So the sprinklers turn on at 7:30 each morning, right? Then if the body was here before then, the sprinklers would have gotten it wet. Which would mean the murderer must have taken place after the sprinklers went off. Interesting. I think I've checked everything I need to do in this area, but I'm not done yet. There are other areas I need to check, specifically that fragment I found before. There's somewhere I need to go in order to confirm my suspicions. And I still need to find out more about Kyoko. I don't know where that somewhere is. I don't know what he keeps talking about. Is that corpse really Kyoko? If that's true. Was that also Kyoko who attacked me last night? If I can find out more about her, maybe I can answer that question. Kyoko was never the kind of person to talk about herself all that much. Maybe if I can get into her room, I'll be able to find out more. But the key to her room.
It's all clear now.
I will simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity. Limit my options?
Give up.
Give me the key to your room. I don't have a choice. I have to see if he'll give me to borrow her room key. Hey, Byakuya, if you do come up with an alibi, I'd be happy to hear it later at the class trial. Oh no, it's not about that. You have the key to Koko's room, right? I was hoping I could borrow it. I'm afraid I can't take that risk. You're the prime suspect after all. Of course, if I were to go with you, that would be a different story. Then will you go with me? Sorry, I have my own agenda to take care of. Ew, why? Find me again later and we'll see. Depending on my mood, I may go with you or I may not. Come back later, huh? Okay then, in the meantime, I should look around somewhere else. Maybe I should check out that one area. What the heck is that one area? I love you, Les Byakuya. That one area. Ooh, what area has rocks? I don't know. Oz, can you help me? Because I have no clue what they're talking
What
about.
area has rocks?
The gym? Okay, let's try the gym.
Him?
Oh, is it from Monokuma? Monokuma is laying dismantled on the floor, but I figured it wouldn't be here.
You know?
I just found something. What is it? It's what? A bomb. There's one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure. A bomb? And that bomb went missing. There's no doubt about that. The fragments I found in the garden. Mystic gems. Genius. Okay. I have checked everything else I can think of. All that's left now is Kyoko's room. I should head back to the garden and ask Byakuya. You think you can go soon, Byakuya?
Let's go.
You wanted to check Makoto's room. I mean, not Makoto, Kyoko's room. Very well, let's go. Ah, wait for me. Byakuya walked off without a second glance, and I hurried after him on our way to the dorms. Well then, here we go. I always thought it was so inconvenient to have to walk all the way up so many flights. Byakuya took out the key and slid in it into the keyhole, and then, come on, I can read. Click. And it's open. Looks like it. Thanks. Let's go to my girl's room. So, this is Kyoko's room. Byakuya. Oh, she has a journal. You wanted to come here, right? So what's it you're looking for? Nothing in particular. I just thought we might find some kind of clue in here. A clue that might help. I mean, that might help us understand Kyoko.
Come on.
You can't be serious. That's why you made me take time out of my search to come here? Sorry. Regardless, if you plan on poking around at random, you're doomed no matter how much time you take. Surely you have something more concrete. Something to give us some sort of direction here. Some concrete. Oh, I know. Earlier, Coco gave me something. What's this? Consider it a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet. Only open it if something ever happens to me. I'm sure I have it. I have it here somewhere. Found it! What's in the envelope? Coco gave it to me. She said if something ever happened, I should open it. Well, something has certainly happened, so open it. Okay. I opened the envelope to look inside. Inside was a single piece of paper. Under the sheets.
What?
Look under the sheets! That's all that was in there? Yeah, looks like it. Under the sheets. What should it be? Let's look. But could something be under the bed sheets? Part of me didn't expect to find anything, but as I lifted up the sheets... What's this? I found a crumpled piece of paper. Oh, student registry? Mukuro Ikusaba?
I see.
It appears to be Mukuro Ikusaba's profile. Yeah, looks like it. There's probably the other thing Kyoko stole when she snuck into the headmaster's room along with the key. Gosh, you're so annoying. Fine, I'll tell you. It was a key and bleh, that's it. That must be the blank that Monokuma was talking about. Kyoko said a death without meaning was unappealing, and this was what she left behind. I don't have time for your sentimental indulgences. Hurry up and finish your search. Okay. I made an effort to pull myself together, then looked down at the profile sheet. Name Mukuro Ikusaba, sex female, the ultimate soldier. Although small for her age, she was a military specialist trained in every weapon type imaginable. She showed an interest in the military from childhood and soon found herself completely absorbed in it. In elementary school, she won a survival game tournament and began writing for military magazines. Just before entering middle school, while she and her family were on vacation in Europe, she disappeared. The story of a young Japanese girl being kidnapped quickly took over Japanese media outlets. An intense international investigation turned up no information, and she was never found. However, she reappeared in Japan 3 years later, alone and completely unannounced. She revealed that she had joined a mercenary group known as ZettaRawr for those 3 years. She insisted that she hadn't been kidnapped, that she received a battle training for her own volition. However, she never revealed why she decided to return home when she did. The Ultimate Soldier, a mercenary group. This doesn't feel real. The world I grew up in, it's like a completely different dimension. It's like one's nonfiction and the other is sci-fi. There's no way to even compare the two. Which reminds me of my boy. Oh no! That's the one difference this is. That was how I saw things as just an ordinary person. But then, I never imagined I would hear the name Fenrir in a place like this. Huh? You recognize it? The Fenrir Mercenary Corps is a collection of battle-crazed warmongers. But they do have their uses, and they always get the job done. That's worth remembering. This is all part of a world totally removed from the one I live in. I have to say I'm intrigued. Every rumor I've heard says the Fenrir has already...
Found it.
Whoa, I feel like our hero is becoming a bit player, and a bit player is becoming our hero. Ah, it's you. What have you got in your pretty little hand there? Uh-oh, you found her profile? So what if I did?
Hey.
Don't freak out on me. I'm not going to hold it against you or anything, and in case you're wondering, I don't hold it against Kyoko either, even though she stole it and hid it. After all, there's no rule against stealing, is there? But who I can't forgive is a Miss Ogami, who broke the rules and busted into the headmaster's room. Maybe I'll drag her corpse out here and slice it up and devour it. Bears are omnivorous, you know.
What?
Are rule violations really so unforgettable? You're quite adamant about the regulations of yourself. Those regulations of yours. Oh my goodness, I can't read right now. Of course I am. A proper school life is built on the dedication to organize and order. Which is why even I, as the school headmaster, have to follow the regulations myself. Oh, so you're saying you have to follow your own rules as well?
Of course.
Absolutely. I can't have you complaining about how unfair it all is, now can I? In fact, on the subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting? Interesting? It's about the one writing all the rules. They're actually one of the participants in this killing game. Things are getting deep, man. Is it Kyoko? Because she's so good, man. She's so good. I don't know. I don't think I ever actually told you how many participants there actually were, did I? There's just more and more people. Okay. I was thinking I should probably clarify that.
Hey,
Oh, look at the olden days, how many people there were. Wow. When you all first got here in the main hallway, back then, there were 15 people there, right? I think that first meeting may have led to a little misunderstanding among you all. A misunderstanding? Are you saying? That's right, there weren't actually 15 of you. The total number of students taking part in this killing game was actually 16. 16, then...
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere
Yeah,
in
the
this
best
school.
line.
The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Watch out for her. Yeah.
Yeah, the 16th student, Mukuro Ikusaba. She's part of the school life. So the one making all the regulations is...
Why?
Why? Did you say something? Why are you telling us this? Oh, well, because, like I told you, this killing game is desperately popular. You wouldn't believe the ratings. And since we got so many viewers now, I wanted to make sure everyone was on the same page. I don't want to wake up to a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know? Makes sense?
well now.
Okay, that's all you get for now. Oh, actually, I do have some revenge to get. So I have an extra bonus for you, revenge. I want to get back at that sneaky Miss Kitty Kitty. So I'm gonna share a little secret with you. Seriously? You know how she wears those stupid gloves day in, day out all the time? Well, don't tell anyone I told you, but she wears them to cover a bunch of hideous scars that she doesn't want anyone to see. Literally, Pan just asked that question. What? Pooh-hoo-hoo. Okay, now that's all you get. Wow, who knew that you would ask the question and Monokuma would answer it in the same day? Kyoko wears those gloves to cover up a bunch of scars? Wait, so on the back of her hand... Oh yeah, she was wearing gloves this whole time, I forgot. The tattoo. I still don't think it's her though, because you wouldn't be able to wear gloves with those nails, what the heck? Wait, but no, Monokuma specifically said there were scars, right? And that's why Kyoko wears those gloves to hide the scars, which means that is not her body. Those fake nails on the corpse. Are you thinking about Kyoko again, huh?
What?
Forget about her. What matters right now is uncovering the Monokuma's trap. Byakuya, why are you being sus again? Why? His trap?
Such ignorance.
Gosh, God must have really hated you to make you so dull. Don't you remember what Monokuma just told us? He said there were 16 students, right? Which means Mukuro was a student here. Obviously, Monokuma was trying to tell us that Mukuro is the one creating the rules to the game. But why would he tell us that, and why now? He said he wanted to make things clear so there wouldn't be any complaints later. But the mere fact that he said that proves that Mukuro is connected to this case. That's why Monokuma revealed the existence of the 16th student. He needs to make our investigation fair. Mukuro is related to the case? Perhaps she's the one who killed Kyoko, or the one who frickin' died. What? That would explain why we would have to have a class trial, wouldn't it? If she's a student and she killed someone, that would make her part of the school killing game. Mukuro is the killer? She killed Kyoko? Anyone should be able to come to that conclusion, don't you think? In fact, that's exactly what I thought when the investigation first began. But based on what Monokuma just told us, I've changed my mind. Mukuro Ikusaba isn't the culprit, huh? What makes you say that? We thought Mukuro, the ultimate despair, was the mastermind's true identity. But if that's true, Monokuma's behavior makes no sense. Why would the mastermind go out of their way to reveal themselves to us? That's a good point. Mukuro gave us information that would raise questions about her, would be bold to say the least. It makes more sense then to assume that Mukuro isn't the culprit. So that's the trap. They want us to suspect Mukuro and come to the wrong conclusion. That's what makes sense to me. The way you say it, it definitely does seem possible. But if that's true, really true, if Mukuro isn't the killer, then who is? There's something on the table. It's a woodblock decoration.
What?
What's that? What purpose does it serve? I think it's probably a key. The lockers that at those really traditional public bathhouse use them for their lockers, lock doors, whatever it said. I wouldn't know. I've never gone to the public bathhouse. That doesn't really surprise me. It's hard to picture Byakuya doing something like that.
It's certainly possible.
But if it is a key, I think I might know what it unlocks. Really? What? Unless I'm mistaken, I'm pretty sure I saw something in the dojo that might go to the dojo. Well then, I believe our work here is finished. Let's move on. I'm sure there are other places in need for investigation. I should find out if that key and the dojo really are connected. Well, are you coming? There are wooden lockers here. They are woodblock keys, just like those super traditional public bathhouses. It looks like the key we found in Koko's room really does go to the one of these lockers.
I see.
Makoto, do you see the locker farthest to the right?
Very strange.
That's the only one that doesn't have a key in it at the moment.
What happened?
You understand what that means, right? I should probably use the key we found on that locker. Just try it. Okay. I took out the woodblock key and inserted it into the locker's metal lock, and the locker eagerly accepted the key and it opened. Oh. There are arrows in here. It looks like 10 arrows in total. They look like they're made of titanium, which means they're quite strong despite how thin they are. Of course, without a bow, they're nothing but strong little sticks. Strong sticks. It's a wadded up ball of duct tape. I wonder what it was used for. There's blood all over it! Is that a blood stain? If it is, it means it must surely be related to the case. This duct tape is related to the case somehow? But how could it possibly be involved? I think it's all the locker has to offer for now. Is something wrong? It's very odd, don't you think? The locker was hiding items that were clearly related to the case. But how did the key to the locker room wind up in the victim's room? Or perhaps Byakuya? Forget it. Come on, we need to continue to the next location. Huh? What next location? There's still something we need to look into. We need to do more research on Fenrir. Fenrir? You mean the mercenary group that Mukuro was a part of? But how are we supposed to find out about that? Isn't it obvious? Where in the school would you go to do research on something? Research. Are you talking about the archive? That's right. The archive has all kinds of info that the general public doesn't have access to.
Let's go.
We only have so much time before the trial begins. Let's hurry. I believe there was a file related to Fenrir somewhere over here. Byakuya seemed to know the archive like the back of his hand and went straight to the shelf in the back. Ah, here we go. He quickly returned with a file in hand. Take a look at this. I have no idea what it says. What language is this? Oh, look at that! It has the symbol on her hand. How did you make it all the way to high school without learning a single word of French? I'm pretty sure most high schoolers can't speak French. Bonjour. Um, well, whatever. I'll read it for you, but I expect you to repay your debt 100 times over. 100 times? Isn't that kind of extreme? Fenrir is an elite, not an athlete, elite fighting unit based out of the Middle East. Unlike military contractors, they are a fierce group of soldiers who engage in direct combat. They claim that a single member is equivalent to an entire company of regular soldiers. Just like Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok, their mere presence is enough to strike fear into any enemy. They have been involved in countless military battles and operations, most which are highly classified. However, some of the time, they completely ceased all activity. At present, oh crap, there are unconfirmed reports that the key members of the group were all neutralized. Rumors indicate they were killed to keep them from revealing the many state secrets they'd acquired. Some, however, believe that there was mounting eternal tension in the group and they simply imploded.
What?
What is it? This all just sounds like some kind of alternate reality. Well, it isn't. I mean, it isn't. This is our reality, the only reality. These people are a part of our world. Their battlefields aren't much different from our lives here, an unpredictable, unimaginable world. That's what makes it also exciting. Exciting definitely isn't the word I would use. So, did anything jump out at you? This may be your last opportunity to learn about Fenrir. Now that you mention it. The report said something about where the name Fenrir comes from, right? That's right. It said that Fenrir is the Wolf of Ragnarok. Speaking of which, would you like to know something interesting related to that? To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body. What? They got a tattoo of Fenrir? Could that mean? Of course it could mean.
Time is utterly silent, and yet it constantly assaults us organisms, the earth, natural phenomena. It damages us little by little until the end. You should really think about that. Anyway, it's time to begin the class trial. So, please meet up in the usual spot. See you later.
It's already the class trial? What the heck? What the actual heck? Then the time has come. All we can do now is try to uncover the truth during the class trial. It would seem that way. Let's go.
Get the chocolate.
Kyoko, now it's the perfect time for you to show up. Please do it. Yeah, please do it. Whoa, Byakuya and Mukuro showed up together. Where the heck have you two been? You just disappeared without a word. We were investigating, of course. How could you not figure that out by this point? Makoto's ranked high enough for you guys to go off together? Just the two of you? Yeah. What do you think, Toko? What? Are you jealous?
Hey.
Or are you making up some kind of creepy fantasy for yourself? Stop talking and brace yourselves. He'll be here any second. Any second. He could show up at any time. When I imagined what was about to happen, I immediately tensed up and prepared myself. But we stood there for 5 full minutes waiting for something weird to happen. And then 5 minutes that became 10.
Why?
What's going on here? Why hasn't Monokuma showed up yet?
Could it be?
Maybe he died again? What should we do? Should we keep waiting here? Or is Kyoko gonna make a grand entrance? Dang it. Or what? Did I scare you? I demand an explanation. Why did you waste my time and make me wait like that? What? I made you wait? You've got it backwards. You're the ones making me wait. Huh?
In other words,
I'm waiting for everyone to arrive. We can't start till everyone's here now, can we? Kill goes alive. Kill goes alive. We knew it. We knew it. We knew it. What are you talking about? Everyone is here. We've all been waiting for you. Sorry, but you're wrong. But I've been waiting 10 minutes now, so it's okay if I punish the one making us all wait, right? If we all agree it's a violation, I'll arrange a punishment right now. If it's me you're waiting for, I'm here. When we heard that voice, we all spun around to look. Yeah! Yay! Yes! 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 My girl is back! That's right! That's right!
Yeah.
Yes!
Yeah.
Best moment ever!
Yeah.
I'm here, and no rule's been broken. That's right! Kyoko! Kyoko, you're still alive? No, that's a ghost! Stop talking. Yeah, where has she been? What was she doing? If you want to fight, do it at the class trial. You need to save some of the fun for later, right?
What?
But is it okay that there's no particular penalty for being late?
Is that right?
I made it here just fine. What school regulation did I violate? Am I wrong? You're so selfish, so spoiled. You're right, there's no penalty officially, but I bet you'll be sorry later. Now I'll make sure you're sorry later. Anyway, hustle your butts onto the elevator. I'll be just one step ahead of you. Is this class trial shorter? Because I feel like we don't have as many info as the last ones. When Monokuma was gone, we all rushed up to Kyoko. Kyoko! So you really didn't die? Of course I didn't die. Thank God, I'm so glad you're okay. Perhaps that's not necessarily a good thing for us, huh? He's right. Now we gotta deal with a ghost. I told you to stop talking. Come on, let's just go. Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the trial. Without ever looking directly at Kyoko, Byakuya stepped into the elevator. Master, wait for me.
Take the chocolate.
Good call. Who knows what might happen to us if we take too long?
But
I'll be happy when this trial is all over. One after another, everyone piled into the elevator, but I couldn't help myself. I have to talk to Kyoko before the trial started. Listen, before we get started, I have to ask you. Where have you been this whole time? You used that key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you? So?
Correct.
I went to investigate the second floor of the dorms. The second floor?
That's right.
There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I also missed his announcement because of that. I had no idea a body had been discovered. Then, when did you find out? Just now, I finished my search and came back down, just in time to hear the class trial announcement. I took some time to go over the crime scene first. I can't go to a trial completely uninformed, can I? So that's why you were late.
However,
I'm sorry I kept you all waiting, but if you were on the second floor of the dorms, then that's what the key you found goes to?
wrong.
Actually, to be precise, not
In
quite.
other words,
I used Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school. What? What?
just a second.
Hey, what are you two doing? Hurry up before we get in trouble with Monokuma.
Makoto.
We can go over all the details after we get through the trial. Okay, Makoto? Right now, I just want to focus on surviving our current situation.
It would seem
Because this is probably the single most crucial moment so far for me. For her? That's a strange way to put it. The class trial is important for everyone, right? So why would she say it's a crucial moment for her? Being the last one left, I step into the elevator. And the doors slid shut. Okay, we're going into this trial with the same amount of people we went into the last one. I think one of us is gonna die this time, though. This time, the clunking was loud enough to hurt my ears, and the dread began to consume me once again. I can't imagine ever getting used to the mental pressure that comes with preparing for an execution. In that dusty darkness, nobody said a word. We just stood there, silent and still. After an immeasurable period of time, the doors opened without warning. Kyoko has a heck ton of hair. So does Toko, but well, and so does Hiro.
Like 90% of her body showing right now is hair.
It's just hair, yeah. I know, I miss Sakura too. A dazzling
know
light
also.
penetrated every depth of my eyes.
There
Yeah?
used to be like 15 people here, and then all the people left are still standing in the exact spot that they stood at before, just spaced out.
Yep. It's not like they just took out the characters for the picture.
No, they're just like, this is my spot. And
This
I'm
is my spot
staying
and I'm staying here forever. But it wasn't the illuminating light of
Like-
hope.
Hina could not be like an inch away from the doors to back up a little.
It was the blinding light of despair.
I can't wait!
I've been waiting for this. I feel like it's been forever since we got together like this. The time for pointless jokes and jabs has passed. Let's get on with the show. Someone is hairy. And so the curtain opened for the 5th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. We're gonna do it, guys. We're forcing us to go through it. We're doing it. Okay, they might have to be banned. Yeah, if they say anything else.
If you can figure out who
Literally,
done it,
they commented
then only
twice.
they
I didn't
will
see
get
it.
punishment. But
You saw it? Oh
I'm
no!
sorry, Pan. They just like spoiled a huge thing.
Oh, they
I'm
did?
sorry, Pan.
Oh, Pan! One important trait, Kyoko, that proves the body doesn't belong to her. Her piercing glare.
I'm talking
It was
about
that
her
Leon
eyes.
was the true
That gives us an
mastermind.
insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
It was Leon again.
He comes
In that
back
case, I
from the
think it would
dead
be
for the
helpful if
5th
someone
time.
Oh,
explained
yeah.
who actually wears those gloves.
And would you happen to know the answer?
In fact, Monokuma told me.
Oh, be
Apparently you have
careful. Oh,
scars
no.
on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
Oh, you know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
They probably just got burnt up in the explosion. I'm not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
There's no way the corpse was Kyoko. But if I can't prove why, we're gonna be stuck here, and the case won't move forward. Omae is following the class trial permadeath. Oh, snap. So I don't have a choice but to... Oh, crap.
Get a snack if we're gonna be doing.
Yeah, get a snack. Everybody get a snack.
I'll be right back. Wait, how long is the person silenced or whatever?
18,000 seconds, so I don't know how many minutes that is.
okay.
I think it's gonna be like the whole stream.
The
Okay,
dead body
good.
wasn't
5
wearing
hours.
gloves.
Okay, good.
They got
Okay, because
burnt
I was
up
like,
in
I don't know
the
if I need to
explosion.
stay to warn you if they
Then
message
she was
again.
wearing gloves.
Okay,
Oh
I'll be
crap,
right back.
I thought it showed that I had 3
Yeah, she
bullets.
must have been wearing gloves.
I was trying to press up and down. I forgot you have to do like the roller thing.
Yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
How can you wear gloves with super long nails? Let me get my Cheetos.
No, there's no way the corpse was wearing gloves.
So I might not talk for a bit because I'm eating my
Whoever it
Cheetos.
They were wearing
We're just gonna
fake
chill watching
nails,
this
remember?
trial.
I imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that would have been a pretty big pain. Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right?
Jeez, man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
Uh-oh!
If anyone doesn't know women, it's you.
Well, Kyoko, any thoughts?
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life. If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Then that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
Which should have been obvious since she's standing right here.
Okay, so then, who's the real victim? First, we need to figure that out.
That's the first thing I said. You're the one who's been dragging us around in circles.
It seems like the person was just here to spoil as they left right away. After being timed out, really. Yeah. That's great. Before anything, we have to identify the victim. Everything starts from here. Okay, let's go.
If Kyoko really is still alive, then who died?
There's gotta be some way to figure it out.
I don't think so. The face was scorched beyond recognition. And there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file.
Well, if we can't identify the body...
Then there's nothing else we can do, right? If Kyoko really is still alive, then who died?
There's gotta be some way to figure it out.
I don't think so. The face was scorched beyond recognition.
Well, if we can't identify the body...
There we go.
No, that's wrong. There was one clue left behind that we can use to identify the body.
What?
If you're lying, they'll die a cruel and unusual death.
A cruel and unusual death. This I gotta see.
She's just being stupid. Ignore them, Makoto. Tell us what you're talking about.
The key to figuring out who it was is the tattoo on the back of her hand.
Oh, yeah. The design's pretty strange, huh? Is this a dog?
Her master must have made her get it. To be like, you're my bitch.
What? What?
Seriously? They really did something that humiliating?
No, that's not it. The identity of the victim
What?
is hidden within that tattoo.
Everything bad comes with something good. You're right. Everything will have more good things than bad things anyway.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There we go.
John! The Fenrir Mercenary Corps. That's the name of the military group Mukuro Ikusaba belonged to.
Okay, so...
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Fenrir?
The image that represents Fenrir is... Crunchick. Oh! Time for the little mini game. It's a wolf. Whoa, I wonder what letter it could be, guys. What the heck? This is so impossible. You hate the Yash guy.
The representation of Fenrir is a wolf.
Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge, world-ending wolf beast. He's the child of the trickster god Loki, and a female giant.
Man, after all this time, we finally got a glimpse of the literary all-star.
A wolf tattoo. Then that means...
Exactly. The body we found had a tattoo of a wolf, which means that person must have once belonged to Fenrir. So it must have been Mukuro.
What?
Hold on. Isn't she the one that was behind this whole thing?
I don't think so.
Surprised, but you're absolutely right. Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Are you saying the mastermind is dead?
No.
Have a clue last trial?
I know you guys got spoilers of whatever, but I feel like the mastermind's not dead. Because why would Monokuma still be alive? Like, that just doesn't make sense.
No. It means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind.
Exactly!
But I mean...
Yeah,
the
they're
ultimate
dumb.
despair seems like a pretty
Agreeing with
mastermind
Byakuya
behind
again,
me.
what the heck?
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place. After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description. All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier. If I remember correctly, that other information came from Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right?
What I missed?
So that means Kyoko got it wrong?
They're figuring out that, that Mukuro Ikusaba isn't the mastermind. They're like, oh, wait.
Have you already determined that Kyoko isn't dead?
Who was Mukuro Ikusaba?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's been gone this whole time? And when she finally turns
The
up
mastermind
there,
is Monokuma, obviously.
Usually when there's a scene where
Yeah.
a character dies,
You want Byakuya to
So
be
you're
your
saying
cousin?
She wasn't an important character? Which would mean she was the same as us. Just another participant.
Then who's the real mastermind?
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster after all.
No, the headmaster has nothing to do with it.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
My information was not wrong.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost. Please limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as possible.
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this. No matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation. Now then, just so nobody's confused, let me state this one more time for the record. The reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students has taken place. Hammer that point straight into your big ol' brains!
What you're saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
Then
I just realized
one of us killed
I accidentally
Mukuro?
typed in Discord to
Wait,
you.
no.
I didn't send
There's
it,
a
but I
chance
have
that there's
in
some
the
mystery
bar where
17th person
is
who's been
typing
hiding all
just
along.
6566. I don't know when or how I typed
There are
that.
only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events.
Seriously? Then one of us killed Mukuro?
Imagine Leon really being alive. And this time we're just like, ha ha ha.
Like plot twist, we were alive.
It really was.
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects.
Huh?
I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
Sorry, I was eating my Cheetos. Who the evidence points to? Mukuro and the headmaster?
Wait, Leon.
Toko and Genocide Jack? Or Makoto and Kyoko? I'm guessing he's trying to point us.
You've narrowed it down to Kyoko and me, right?
Why do you say that?
Allow me to explain. Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden. So I can confirm that at that point, there was no dead body there. So, the murder must have taken place after I left the garden. However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
The gym?
That's right. The four of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma. The whole time, we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. All of which is to say, the four of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis
Are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
exactly so.
So the only suspects now are me and Coco. Darn it, I can't let this stand. Somehow I have to clear my name.
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place. Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden at, well, it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been
Wait, we're on the
around
5th
10
class
o'clock.
trial, right?
Huh?
We're on the 5th class trial, right?
Yeah, 5th.
Okay, just wondering.
I think we're on the 5th chapter, aren't we?
I think so, yeah.
So the
'Cause I
murder
wanted to-
must
I
have
was
happened
wondering
after
how far
10
we were
p.m.
in the
Yeah.
game, 'cause
Then
know
I
what's
guess
the
we can
amount of
say the
trials
time frame
used.
for the murder was between then and when we found the body?
The one who saw the body first was Toko, right? And she went to go get the pickaxe.
So, what time was the body discovered?
Just said it was after.
The body must have been discovered at 9 a.m., since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
Oh yeah, we went through this whole scene. Oops.
He's right. It had to
Oops.
be around then.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and...
For me, I was already asleep before nighttime hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? That was around... Oh yeah! Right around 7:30. I remember checking right before I went in, so I'm totally sure about it.
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
The murder happened between 10 p.m. and 9 a.m. and I don't have an alibi from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m. Okay then, it looks like the game has begun. If I can't prove an alibi for that period, then I must have to prove that murder didn't happen during the time I don't have an alibi. To do that, I have to make it clear when the body ended up in the garden. We gotta mention the sprinklers, I'm sure.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Mukuro doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think. So Mukuro, if you have any objections, now would be the time.
Oh, I have to object to the times? Okay.
Established a time frame
Right.
for the murder.
Remember also you can take
It took place
phrases
somewhere
people say.
between 10 o'clock.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, we don't need to do it anyway.
Actually, the murder could
10 o'clock at
anywhere
night.
near 10 o'clock. It had to have taken place way later.
And what makes you say that?
Yeah, let's see what an hour and a
Because of
half
the
will turn
sprinklers
into.
in the garden. The sprinklers are set
Wait, have
to
you
go
ever
off
tried
right
just
at
slowing down
7:30
all of the
every
dialogue?
morning, right?
When it goes.
No,
So if the body had been in the garden before
because it doesn't let you do it forever.
then it should have
Oh,
been
dang it.
completely
Yeah.
So you have only a certain amount.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Dang.
I remember this part perfectly. The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
I'm wrong? How? Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet? How dare you spew such indecent words!
No, I'm saying that the body was wet, but not because of the sprinklers.
What do you mean by denying the sprinkler? Are you trying to deny my entire existence?
Man, you're totally wacko.
She's insane.
If you really think it wasn't the sprinkler, you'd better tell us why!
I need to prove that it wasn't the sprinklers that got the body wet. All I have to do is hit Toko with certain evidence that should do it. If we took the body itself, that should make it clear.
I admit nothing.
Whoops.
I
Give me a bit.
Fine already.
No, no, no! I don't know anything! That's enough! Hold on! Are you trying to blame me? I'm right about this! I admit nothing. I hate you! No, no, no! I don't know anything!
I don't know anything.
Hold on! Are you trying to blame me? I'm right about this! I admit nothing. Are you trying to blame me?
Here we go, the final strike.
How can you say it?
This should prove it.
This should prove it! Yes.
Just remember what the body was like after the explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinklers. The top half of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry. If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
So they only got the top wet? The bottom was completely dry? What a brutal maniac!
I'm so sick of her.
Let's just...
She said it for all of us.
The reason only the top half was wet was because... while the body was still on fire, I doused it with water. But only the part on fire, the top half.
Oh, then I guess the sprinklers really didn't do it.
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, Then the murder must have taken place sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night to 7:30 this morning, right?
So there's no way Makoto could have done it. I guess you had an alibi after all. Good for you.
Good for me.
In which case, the only one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
Koko's the one without an alibi, which would mean that Mukuro's killer is... No, I refuse to believe it. Koko murdered someone?
I'd just like to
That's...
say one thing.
Ooh.
If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen.
Huh?
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
A trap?
We're this far into the game and now you decide to blame me? Stop wasting time! Stop wasting energy! You really think your little trick is gonna work?
Shut up, you!
You got it, boss! Shutting up now!
Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill her.
Huh? She did?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything. So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko? But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all. And as a result, we were forced into another trial. Something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
So, that was her motive?
If she had a motive and no alibi, well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient.
Oh yeah, case 5. I didn't notice that either.
The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
What are you...
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
Interesting. I'm listening.
All it would take was covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet.
Oh, that's why one side was dirty. A certain something at the scene. There you are, tarp.
I got it! You're talking about the tarp, aren't you?
You catch on quick. You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water. In fact, that's exactly what the killer did. The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that. Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water. The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean. This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
But why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place. In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
Why would Kyoko say that? Why would she want me to look like the killer? No, I can't think about that right now. The tarp. If it was used the way Kyoko said, the tarp must have touched the body, right? Then there's blood. What the heck? But the body...
Wait, something's not right.
And what might that be?
Yeah, who killed the chicken? That's the real question. I can't worry about... Yeah. I can't worry about Kyoko's motivations. If I don't do something, everyone's gonna think I'm the killer. I have to refute what Kyoko said. Okay. I'm done with my Cheetos. They were so good.
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
On the other side of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
Yeah.
It's because that side was protected from the water. Water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
Of course I didn't get dirty! Side what? Yes.
Actually, one side being clean is pretty strange
I
if you
got a
think about it.
pretzel crumb in my keyboard.
Oh no!
Because
I
Flip
can't
your
get it
keyboard.
out.
Wasn't dry before the body
Huh?
got blown
Flip
up,
your
right?
keyboard.
Byakuya
That's a
said
good
it
idea.
himself. Not to touch it,
Let me just-
or you might get some on you. If you put a tarp on a body in that
What did I
state,
just do?
if
Yeah,
you
the
sneezed,
heck.
you would have
Well,
gotten
sure,
blood
I'm
on it.
clicking things and I'm not meaning to.
There's a lot of talking going on.
Somebody would know they'd used it.
If they
What did you
had,
do?
They would have washed both sides. Just washing the one
I
side wouldn't
like
find
did a bunch
anything.
of stuff on Discord. I hit tab and it made me do something.
Oh.
More than that, what if
Wait,
the
where did
very
it go?
blood we saw on the body was meant as a
I got
kind of
it out.
camouflage?
Yay! Huh? The blood
I
was
did that.
camouflage?
After the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the
Just
body
dress
in
in
blood
all
that
pink,
didn't
they'll never
belong to the
know.
victim.
Where would you get that blood from?
You mean someone else's blood? Where would they get something like
From
that?
themselves, I guess.
Which I guess
They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office.
Oh, or not themselves. It's not that dark. Not that dark. I'm sorry. I made that way darker than it needed to be.
That's what Ifumi did, right? When he pretended to be dead?
No, that's not what happened this time. The killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
From a chicken! That's what happened to the chicken. The chicken died to be the blood of the victim. Oh no, chicken blood. Rip chicken.
They didn't even make nuggies with it?
That is worse than nuggies. They just used it for blood.
Murder.
They could have
There were
always.
5
Maybe they
chickens.
did make nuggies. They got all the blood out and then they made nuggies.
But after
Jeez.
the murder, there were only 4.
They're only
So, you're saying someone killed a chicken?
Yeah.
And covered the body with its blood? Man, that's messed up.
Yeah,
It's
man.
something that Byakuya could do, you know?
Killing a living thing just to do something like that is awful. They should have at least eaten it.
That's Pan right now.
What does that sound?
That was me. What are you talking about?
What did you do?
I just went pfft.
Oh,
Anyway,
I don't know if
there's
it's
no
the same for
denying
the
that a
stream, but at
chicken
least
went
for me,
missing, which
you're so like,
provides a basis for my theory.
I sounded like what?
you sound like a muffled trumpet.
But even so, there's one thing that still doesn't make sense. You said the culprit
so
used the tarp.
confused.
You know what, Hina?
Bro,
and
that's
then
what
covered the
Pan's
body in
is
blood,
like.
right? But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body.
Poor chicken.
But that's not what we
Yeah,
saw.
why did
Only the
chicken have to
victim's
suffer?
clothing had blood on
We
it.
don't even care about this person. We're like, rip chicken. Poor
The
chicken.
ground was
We were like, we
completely
didn't care when
clean.
we saw a person die. We're just like, oh, this person's dead. And then
I
when the
have to
chickens were like,
agree,
no.
that certainly is strange.
So much chaos from the chicken.
Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
What?
Beforehand?
Where are you getting
When
at,
you
Coco?
discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would?
I think so. Wait.
It's backwards.
The head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in
The
sleeve.
heck? How did we not notice that before? It's backwards
I was
and on
wondering
top
what
of the
you were
person. What the heck? I never noticed that. It's literally laying on top of the person backwards.
Then that settles it.
I know. Chicken, real victim.
Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping up.
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off, but the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp. Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp,
Did Omi leave? Did I see when they
put the
left?
coat over the body, the coat they'd already covered in blood. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred. They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off.
This is all messed up. Someone who did this is very smart, let me say. I feel like it's one of our smarties. I don't think it's Hiro. I'm sorry, Hiro, but I don't think...
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
Oh my.
But to pull all that off,
Iranian. It was Mondo.
wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
That actually wouldn't have been all that
How
difficult.
could I? What did I say? I forgot.
Huh?
They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body. They'd be done in no time.
Maybe. But still.
Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall,
Oh, calling
did
your
you
boy
two
dumb.
stay
I'm
together from
sorry,
that point
but
on?
he's not one of the brightest ones we have here.
Oh no. I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
Right.
Then he had plenty of time to spare,
The
wouldn't you
last
say?
thing I heard.
She's
was,
trying to pin
Oh,
me!
That's not.
Zeta,
My
I
girl's
like how
trying to
you-
pin me.
Zeta, wait, can you wait for a bit?
What?
I like how you. I like how you were just like, whoever did this is smart. So is one of our smarties. So it's not Hero.
I'm sorry.
Don't bother saying it's not possible.
I made you too pain.
Stop blaming me, girl. You're my
I
lover.
must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound.
No.
Makoto's alibi is
No.
inadequate.
No.
Inadequate.
And the suspicion falls back on me again. But why? Why is Kyoko trying to entrap me? I don't understand. Kyoko, you can't be the killer. Stop it!
Well then, it looks like we're back to square one. Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko.
For serious, man.
For
One
serious.
of them did it. Hey, why don't we let luck decide? Let's
Oh
flip a
my.
coin. 50-50
Really?
odds.
Oh,
See? Pretty good idea, right?
no, not that. I just remembered something super serious.
Well, don't just stand there. Out with it.
You know that knife we found all black and burnt?
The one we found stuck in the body before it exploded, right? According to the Monokuma file, the knife
She's
went
a
all the way
betrayer
through,
right now,
from
yeah.
front to back. So, what about it?
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before. That's what I
Yeah.
thought when I first saw it. I just remembered.
Help me out, Hina. Listen, more important. Now that we have the knife, what are we about to do with it? We can't let Toko take it. And then she's like, why do you hang on to it, Makoto?
It's the knife we gave.
No! It's
You don't
falling
seem
on me even more.
surprised. You must have noticed earlier.
Yeah.
Then why did you hide that fact?
It's not that I hid it. It's just.
I couldn't be sure of what actually happened last night. I thought maybe I really did kill her.
Suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. The knife we found stuck in the body came from Makoto.
I know.
I'm totally
I thought something
convinced
was
it
gonna
did.
come out with the knife, but now it's
1000%
coming
it
against
is.
me even more. Considering everything up until now, I should be able to make it clear. I have to prove that I didn't murder anyone. I am not the killer! Stop blaming me, everybody! Everybody! This is like the first class trial all over again.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
Disguise the body
It's
if
the
I...
one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
I didn't.
Just
Nope.
because I had the knife once,
Yeah.
that automatically makes
What
me
if
the
I
killer?
deny my own
Well,
sentence?
getting stabbed is what killed her, right?
I don't
So
know.
there's no question.
We don't know that.
You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
Everybody stop. Everybody's instantly
The
turning on
knife
me.
we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it?
I don't know what to
I was
do,
afraid of
honestly.
that.
If he did have that knife before, then
Did it
that
take a
seals
sentence?
it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once,
Fragments near the body
that
exploded
automatically
body
makes me the
analysis.
killer?
Well, getting
Oh,
stabbed
maybe
is
the
what
exploded
killed her,
body analysis.
right? So
Wait!
there's no
Oh crap, I
question.
missed my moment.
Well,
Yeah.
getting stabbed is what.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Ugh. I couldn't figure out what
Wait,
would...
hold on. The stab wound isn't what killed Mukuro. That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard.
Lies! We never talked about what killed her.
No, don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body with the tarp, and then put the bloody coat on it, right? In other words, The victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
Okay, fine. So what?
So, when we discovered the body, the knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body. Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point, obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her and once to...
What if Hito's the killer and he just proves us all wrong? He's like the mastermind.
He's actually the
Not the
smartest
mastermind, but
person
I
in-
mean like he's like the smartest person. The victim that's stabbed twice at the same spot? No, there's no way that's possible. The exact condition of the body written down as everyone can see.
I got it! The Monokuma file clearly states that there was only one stab wound.
Oh yeah, it sure did.
Then the knife
Was just another piece of camouflage set up by the true killer. They probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her. Exploding the body afterward was probably meant to do the same thing. The explosion severely damaged the body, making it impossible to know what really killed her. It was all the killer's attempt to destroy all evidence of their crime.
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward. They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Oh, hey, I have a question. What's the deal
Whoops.
with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body just blow up all of a sudden like that?
If you bothered to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to use, you'd know the answer.
Well, if you're so smart, just tell me.
I'll tell you. Unknown quantum particle cause an atomic level spontaneous combustion.
I
What
might be
is
dumb,
good?
but even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell
This
her
is
or we
chaos.
won't make any headway on this.
There's only one explanation I can think of for the explosion. The nails. Maybe the fragments would say something?
I got it! After the explosion, we found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right?
I know,
That
this trail
fragment
is
reveals
interesting.
The cause of the explosion.
Huh? You know, I feel like I've seen something like it somewhere before.
That's only natural, because of course, we saw the same thing when we dismantled Monokuma. It's part of a bomb.
Oh! Then the explosion was because of the Monokuma bomb.
Anyway, the culprit's motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute. They wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto. And the only one who would benefit from that is the only other possible suspect. You, Kyoko.
Why am I like actually glad that the suspicion's going back on Kyoko? I'm just like, girl! You tried so hard to pin me! How dare you!
Hold on a second, Byakuya.
But I still love her, so I'm gonna help her.
What's the problem?
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through. We still don't know what actually killed the victim.
That's true. It's definitely bugging me. What really killed her?
Fine. I have no problem.
I still
with
don't
that.
think it's her, though.
Let's continue the debate. It won't change the facts of the case.
Bakuya has been sus this whole time. We need to determine what ultimately killed the victim. I need to concentrate. Here we go again. Let's see if I can survive this one. I think I have like half a heart. Oh, only one bullet? Or we can copy stuff. Okay.
Then, shall we continue the debate?
Let's be clear what the...
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh yeah. According to the Monokuma file...
Shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
There we go.
No, that's
Thank you, Mystic Gems, once again. Oh, hoping things get
Mukuro
much
died
easier.
because of the blow to the back of the head she suffered.
What about the wounds
And thank you,
all
Pan,
over
as
the rest
well.
of her body? They didn't have anything to
For
do with it?
telling me that was the one.
The Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
Okay, then we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of her head is what killed her.
But then, what was the murder weapon?
The Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object, about as thick as a metal pipe.
It was part of a
Oh, I bet it
Monokuma
was
thing.
the pickaxe.
How is that even possible? If you hit someone with that, it'd cave their skull in completely.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
No way! The balance would be all off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power. I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
Oh my.
No thanks. I bet you just hit me with a metal end and call it an accident.
And thank you, Oz, for being so stylish with those glasses.
Throw it on the
It's
ground
a
and spit on
hard
it.
job, but it has to be done.
I feel the same way. Looks like we're on the same page. this
Wow,
time.
everybody's arguing with Toko this round.
Seriously?
We want to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already know.
We already know? I knew we could count on you, Master.
So what was it?
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto. Surely you've deduced the real murder weapon?
Yes, I have. Does Kyoko have like a bigger master plan? Is she trying to like, is she being nice and she's like, hey, oops, that's not it. Okay, cool. The arrows?
I got it!
Oh,
Mukuro was hit in the back of the head with something.
she does seem like
And
someone with a big
that's what
plan,
killed
yeah.
her. And that something was the titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
Arrow. That's what the culprit attacked Mukuro with?
Indeed. There's no doubt about it.
Are you sure? That sounds kind of weird.
Hey! How dare you backtalk, Master? You have no right!
I'm not backtalking anything. I'm just saying what I think.
I can't blame Hina for doubting it because there's one more thing about that weapon, one more secret. Here we go again for the 500th time. Oh crap.
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo locker, right? I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Well, because in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
Talking back to Master! You have no right!
It would be too thin. I know we have to argue with her.
It was in the dojo locker, right? I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Are you sure?
You don't
Too
sound
thin.
convinced. What's the problem?
But I'm like, but I found bloody duct
Because in the
tape. Is that what I do?
Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow would just be too...
Yay! First try! Whoa! That's rare.
You're right. Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the killer used another weapon.
Another weapon?
Inside the dojo locker, we also found a balled up wad of duct tape. The killer probably used this duct tape to bind multiple arrows together. Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe. And that's exactly what the killer did.
Oh! I didn't realize what was going on with that tape.
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks. One stick is weak, but put them together, and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation.
Damn, that's harsh.
How is it harsh? Are you even listening?
Anyway, that explains the murder weapon.
First try every single time? Yeah.
As for who the culprit
Absolutely.
is that stashed the weapon in the dojo locker, it was you, Kyoko.
I've never been to the dojo.
Oh no, you absolutely have.
How can you say that with such confidence?
Because we have proof, of course. Don't we, Makoto? What's the matter? Surely you don't intend to protect a murderer. You know what will happen if you do, don't you? If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to. The death of us all, remember?
Of course I remember.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
I have evidence.
I got it!
There we go.
The one thing that proves Kyoko was in
Okay.
the dojo is...
But still gotta be careful this trial. Okay. I'm gonna be careful from now on.
right here. The key to the dojo locker.
And how does that prove anything?
Because I found it in your room.
It was in my room?
Don't bother trying to play dumb. That key is just the final piece of the puzzle. Your non-existent alibi, your clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime. This all proves that you are the true culprit. You can't explain this away, so just give up.
Hold on a second.
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
Well, she's my girl. Even Makoto loves her.
No, it's not that I want to defend her. It's just, there's one more thing I need to ask her. Kyoko, I want you to tell me something. Last night, you were in my room, weren't you? Why? What were you doing there? That's what I need to know.
I was just protecting you.
Ah, that's my girl. That's my girl right there.
What?
She was protecting me? Then does that mean she knew I was being attacked? And she came to my rescue. Could that be when... Which would mean that Kyoko killed someone for me? For me?
Enough. The time for idle chatter is over. A verdict is close at hand.
Like, she protected us, but then she came to the trial and blamed us for the murder. So, how are we supposed to feel?
Wait. I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it. Can you tell me I'm wrong?
I should know.
What? Byakuya should know better than anyone? What does that mean? Maybe she's bipolar? Maybe. Maybe. When the body was found.
Those words you just spoke. What do you mean?
I don't know.
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer.
When the body was
I
found.
understand that more than anyone here.
I'm gonna be careful.
What are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit.
There's proof. What's
Is
proof?
that what you're saying?
Oh, yeah.
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker, and then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But
There's proof that you aren't the culprit.
Yay! First try! Boom! Yay!
If I'm right, Kyoko wouldn't have been able to get into her room.
Huh? Why not?
Because she had given her room key to Byakuya.
Yay! I'm not freaking smart. I'm just trying to think right now.
I see. So
I'm trying to use extra brain power.
And if I had the key to your room,
then obviously I had no way of getting in. Without my room key, I couldn't have possibly put the locker key in there myself. Am I wrong?
it would appear not.
Then you're finally starting to understand.
No, that's not actually true. There was a clear contradiction to what Kyoko just told us. An obvious lie, but this just isn't like her. To try and save herself with such a desperate lie? Does she really feel that threatened? Because she's the killer? Or is it something else? Was there some deeper meaning hidden in what Kyoko said earlier? If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen. This is a trap the mastermind laid for us. It's a trap. Os knows. Os, what are you hiding from us too? The mastermind's trap. The mastermind is trying to trap Kyoko. But what if that's not really true? What can I do? What should I do? What should I... The mastermind's trap? The victim was Mukuro and Kyoko killed her? What does Kyoko really know? What am I supposed to do? Kyoko's lie. The only one who knows it's a lie. I'm the only one who can expose it, but who can I trust? What am I supposed to do? The mastermind's trap. Oh, crap! Oh, I think I'm knowing what it's about to tell me to do. If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward. We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice. Am I wrong? What do? I have to decide right here and now whether or not to expose. Ah! Oh! Ah! Ah! Be careful. Let's put our thinking caps on. I just instantly want to just like keep her lie. Maybe the fact that she's like going out of character, then I need to go out of character and I need to tell them what she told me. Is that what she's trying to make me do? Maybe since she's like, I feel like, what if her plan is to push so hard to blame me that it's gonna make me want to expose her lie?
Pursue the lie.
Pursue the lie.
Pursue the lie.
Pen! We came up with the right answer.
Within Kyoko's just now.
A lie?
Isn't that right, Kyoko?
You said it. The burden of proof is on you. So let's hear it. Where's this lie, then?
Kyoko is definitely lying, and it must be because there's some other deeper truth she wants to keep hidden. We are Smarty Pants! Yay! With the extra help of Mystic's Gems and Oz. We are such a great team, guys. We can get through anything.
I didn't have the key to my room because I'd given it to Byakuya. There's no doubt about that, right?
Yeah.
You are correct.
So I couldn't possibly have gotten into my room.
Then, when we search Kyoko's
Yeah, the girls'
room,
rooms remain
how else could the
locked,
key have
right?
gotten there?
Someone other than me must have put it there. That's the only explanation. There's no doubt about that, right?
You are correct.
Let's see here.
So I couldn't possibly have gotten
Could I just do that? Oh, I could! Oh, snap! The mysterious key.
No. Kyoko could have gotten into her room. You said so yourself. Didn't you, Kyoko?
Actually, to be precise, not quite. I used Monokuma's secret tool, which can open, unlock any of the... What?
Monokuma's secret tool?
It is going smooth
Kyoko
now.
stole it from the headmaster's room. It lets you get into any room in the school, which means she could have used it to get into her own room.
Then I guess that's it.
You're giving up just like that? You admit to killing...
No, I'm simply recognizing that I lost.
What are you talking about?
Like I said, this was a trap, and I wasn't able to escape it, so I lost. That's all this means.
Huh? Then, are you saying you really didn't, Kyoko? You really aren't the killer?
Okay, time's up!
Huh?
I'm sorry to say, but your time is up! All done, all finished. The class trial
What?
is all over.
But that's ridiculous! Since when is there any...
It's because you were late, so the trial started late and time ran out. So then, it's time for voting time,
What?
okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you.
Oh no.
But I guess we already know.
Wait. Wait. Wait! Is it really Kyoko? That was sudden. What? It didn't even have me choose or battle or... Good job, you got it right. Brilliantly right. You got it right. Does that mean Kyoko really is the killer? But something strange is happening here. Going to happen here. There's something wrong with the whole class trial. Kyoko!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
But...
Let's give it everything we've got. It's
But she said but if she dies, then the whole mysteries are gone. But Kyoko, my girl, but
You're like, wait, but no.
what is going on? Kyoko!
Here we go.
Oh no! Oh, I'm scared.
She's like crunched up in her seat with her arms like right.
Oh, she's just gonna get smashed?
She's gonna get crunch wrapped supreme.
Is she gonna do something? What is Monokuma teaching her? I couldn't even... Oh. You can't say it here? Oh. I'll look back at it when I edit this stream. I'll pause it and read it. Oh. I didn't like that crunch at the end. Are you kidding me? Both of my girls are gone now. Okay, please just continue. Okay, Asa and Mystic Gems are telling us to continue. Okay, no time to mourn. Okay, and that's how the class trial of Mukuro Ikusaba came to an end. I still had to wonder whether Kyoko was actually innocent or, regardless, the truth was lost forever. Even for me, just stopped thinking about it. That was the end of Mukuro's class trial. And in the end, it would prove to be the last last one? What? Once that case was over, there was never a single murder at Hope's Peak ever again? Are we at the end of the game? What the heck is happening? We had obtained peace in exchange for the lives of others. What? What?
I forgot about this.
Peace, but only inside the school? They had babies? What? Ew, what is happening? What? 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 Wait, what happened to Toko? Why is Toko gone?
She's just dead.
Why is Toko dead? Ew, what is happening?
I think that's like there was no murders, but Toko just died
Ew.
for some reason.
Please, but only but only for us. That was the only hope we had. Ew, what is hope? Hope? This is hope? What? This has to be a dream. What is this? No. Huh?
Makoto, why are you staring off into space? Don't you have a rebuttal for Kyoko's claim?
Oh, whoops, I have it on auto. Oh.
I didn't see why we were. I could tell you were about to start like getting
Oh.
sad for a long time. Be like, no, how did she die?
Oh.
Like, I know you went
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, thank. I have to decide right here and now. Well, we're gonna let it go. I made my decision. I have to believe in Kyoko. There's no way she would kill someone. There has to be a secret here, something that has to do with the mastermind's trap that Kyoko mentioned.
Does no one have a rebuttal? Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact? I see. So you still refuse to accept it. I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room. That it was someone else.
But who else could it have been?
I mean, Byakuya had a room key, right?
You! What are you trying to imply?
But of course, I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time. I couldn't possibly have killed anyone, or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
There's only one other possibility I can think of. Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
What? It had to be Makoto, right?
I don't see any other option.
Wait a second. You've got it all wrong. Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
Huh? A hidden side?
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you? Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead. And then we're thrown into a trial. And Kyoko even said, it's a trap the mastermind set for us. So that's why this has to be...
Okay, time's up.
Oh, snap.
Time's up. Class trial's all over. Everyone can stop talking now.
What? Time's
Whoa! New sprite.
What do you mean time's up? There's no time's up. Since when have we...
It's because you were late, so we had to push back the start time. So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you.
voting time?
I'm gonna get dizzy. Oh, we finished it. I feel like it did take like an hour. That wasn't bad for the trial itself, but now we gotta see what this happens. Rank A again, yeah.
Will you make the right choice or the dread?
Can we choose Monokuma as the killer?
Hey, hold on. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Wait, what the heck? They're already voting. Me? What is gonna happen?
Picture looks angry about it too.
What? You think I'm the killer? Sorry, man. Yeah, so sorry. It's all your fault. Everyone, you're wrong. You've got it all wrong. I didn't do it. Good job, everyone. Good job. Yeah, they got it right. No, I know it's not true. None of this makes any sense. This whole cross trial doesn't make sense. It makes perfect sense. It's the same as always. It's just like all the other class trials, and I'm gonna end it the same way. It's time for our heart-pounding, positively thrilling punishment. But wait, why do I... Kyoko!
I don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
What the heck?
Now how good can this be?
What is gonna happen, guys? What the actual heck? Is this another dream? Am I supposed to run away? This is unexpected. I feel like I chose the wrong answer again.
It's the same Crunchwrap Supreme.
I know the heck. What is he teaching? I don't know. It probably has a different... Whoa! Gee! Whoa! What? The virtual boy. What's this? What's going on? What was that? Yeah, it had to be.
This is...
Alter ego. Alter ego? Is this some stupid virus from that stupid guy? He must have planted it when he invaded my network. Darn it all. I don't believe this. It seems you finally made a miscalculation. Alter ego cares more about Mukuro than Kyoko. Yeah. It's proven now. What the heck? No, you miscalculated from the very beginning.
What the heck?
What was that?
In other words,
What I'm saying is that you shouldn't have underestimated us. I bet Monokuma killed a new person and tried to just wants to have a trial just to do a punishment on one of us. Why are you talking like you've already won? I barely felt a thing. It was a pinch. An inch. The stupid virus is gone now. Got it? And so is Makoto. Maybe I didn't get to smash him flat, but you're never gonna see him again. To waste away in a garbage spewing pit in a way that's even better. Special punishment. But it's still not enough. I'm still not satisfied. I'm gonna bring despair to the rest of you. Bring despair to the entire world. Is he gone? Hey, Kyoko, what's the meaning of all this? Just what the heck is going on?
calm down.
It's okay. We're not the ones being trapped this time.
In other words,
Now it's the mastermind that's ensnared.
What did you say?
What are you talking about?
so
You'll understand soon enough. Very soon indeed. The massive high school towers over all the buildings in this bustling urban area. It's like the school stands at the center of the entire world. Hope's Peak Academy. It brings in top students from every field imaginable. A government-funded school of privilege. They say that if you come here and manage to graduate, you'll be set for life. With hundreds of years of tradition, it sends the cream of the crop into the workforce every year. It was built to raise hope in the nation's future, which makes Hope's Peak a pretty fitting name. There are 2 things you need to attend the school. What is going on? 1, you have to already be attending high school. 2, you have to be the very best at what you do. No ordinary student could enroll here. The only way is if you're scouted by the school itself. And standing there at the gate of the ultimate school filled with the ultimate students was me. Yeah, this is confusing too. What? Where am I? I woke up with my head resting at the top of the hard wooden desk. My body felt heavy. It would be weird for me to zonk in the middle of the same boring class or whatever, but what was I doing here just now? It wasn't any classroom I'd ever been in before. What the heck is going on? Gah. What? Finally, I could finally feel my mind and body start to come back together again, and then I was awake. Or was this just another dream? A dream inside a hopeless nightmare. No, this isn't a dream. I could tell because the stench invading my nostrils was too powerful for a dream. What an awful smell. I was in a vast dark cavern with the barest hint of light seeping in. Trash was piled high across the area. This must be some kind of underground garbage pit. A heck of a situation to find myself in, but that was just the beginning of my problems. Was I to be stuck in there till I wasted away and died? No, I can't let that happen. Not after what my good friend went through to save me. I remembered all too well what had happened. Alter Ego saved me, and he used the last little bit of his strength to do it. So I can't give up now, for myself and for my friend. And with that, my pursuit of survival began. First up, to start looking for a way out of there. Is there anything epic that happens soon? What the heck? She's just laying in the junk. Yes, spiders be gone! I'm gonna move the brownie out in the hallway. It's wrapped up in everything. Just in case if they still want to get it, they're gonna have to go away from me. It's a fun, almost 4-hour stream now. Okay, yes, wanted dead or alive. Okay, okay, everybody, bye. Have a good night. Bye. Good night. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye.